Montebello, Italian for beautiful mountain, is a city in Los Angeles County, California, United States, located in the southwestern area of the San Gabriel Valley on 8.4 square miles 22 square kilometers 8 miles 13 kilometers east of downtown Los Angeles. It is considered part of the Gateway Cities, and is a member of the Gateway Cities Council of Governments. In the early 20th century, Montebello was a well-known source for oil reserves. At the 2010 census, the population was 62,500. The estimated population as of July 1, 2019 was 61,954. Before the arrival of the Spaniards in the area known today as Montebello, the land along the Rio Hondo River was populated by the Tongva, Gabrielino, portion of the Uto-Aztecan family of Native Americans. The Tongva occupied much of the Los Angeles Basin and the southern Channel Islands, Santa Catalina, San Nicolas, San Clemente, and Santa Barbara. When Spanish explorer Juan Rodriguez Cabrillo arrived off the shores of Santa Catalina in 1542, he was met by the Tongva people. Because the language of the Tongva was different from the neighboring tribes, it was called Gabrielino by the Spanish. As more non-natives arrived and settlements were established, illness and disease came with them. By 1870, the area had few remaining indigenous inhabitants as disease brought by the Europeans killed many of the Tongva. Father Angel Somera and Father Pedro Camban, both Franciscan missionaries, founded the original mission San Gabriel Archangel, called Mission Vieja on September 8, 1771. The location is today near the intersection of San Gabriel Boulevard and the Rio Hondo River. The establishment of the mission marked the beginning of the Los Angeles region's settlement by Spaniards and the fourth of 21 missions ultimately established along California's El Camino Real. The mission did well initially as a farm and cattle ranch. 6 years after its founding, however, a destructive flood led the mission fathers to relocate the establishment farther north, to its current location in what is the present-day city of San Gabriel. The original mission site is now memorialized as California Historical Landmark #161. During the early years of the mission's existence, the region operated under a Rancho land grant system. The current city of Montebello consists of land from Rancho San Antonio, Rancho La Merced, and Rancho Paso de Bartolo. The Juan Matias Sanchez adobe, built in 1844, still stands at the center of Old Rancho La Merced in East Montebello. Recently restored, Rancho La Merced is the city's oldest standing structure. On January 8, 1847, the Battle of Rio San Gabriel took place in what are today parts of the cities of Whittier, Pico Rivera, and Montebello. The battle was a decisive victory for the U.S. Army, giving control of Los Angeles and Alta California to the United States, and is viewed by historians as a critical juncture in the Mexican-American War. Today the site is California's State Historical Landmark number 385, and there are two cannons and a plaque commemorating the battle that overlooked the river on Bluff Road and Washington Boulevard. Following the American Civil War, some 5,000 acres, 2,000 ha, of the East Los Angeles area was owned by Alessandro Repetto, an Italian immigrant settler from Genoa, Italy. Following Repetto's death in 1885, his brother sold his rancho to a consortium of 5 Los Angeles businessmen including banker Isaias Hellman and wholesale grocer/historian Harris Newmark for $60,000, approximately $12 per acre. The land was later divided among the partners, one large parcel of approximately 2,000 acres, 810 ha, going to a partnership of Newmark and his nephew, banker Casper Cohn. It was out of the Newmark and Cohn share of 1,200 acres, 490 ha, that city Montebello had its beginnings in May 1899. After receiving the advice of hydraulic engineer William Mulholland for the drafting and building of the town's water system, the land was subdivided. In 1900, the completed water system was incorporated as the Montebello Land and Water Company. An area of 200 acres, 81 ha, adjacent to the tracks of what was formerly the San Pedro, Los Angeles and Salt Lake Railroad was developed into a town site called Newmark, bounded by Los Angeles Avenue on the south, 1st Street on the east, Cleveland Avenue on the north, and 5th Street on the west. The remainder of the land was subdivided into 5 acres, 2.0 ha, lots suitable for small-scale agriculture. On Mulholland's suggestion, Montebello was adopted as the city's name, replacing the original name Newmark. Originally an agricultural community, Montebello was formerly known for its prolific production of flowers, berries, fruits, and vegetables. The first public flower show was sponsored by the Montebello Women's Club and held in the Montebello High School Auditorium on Whittier Boulevard in 1912. The Montebello, El Carmel, South Montebello Improvement Association, the predecessor of the Montebello Chamber of Commerce, operated from September 1907 to April 1912, with its stated purpose to improve and beautify the community. Some of its early achievements included seeing Whittier Boulevard paved, trees planted along the streets, establishment of the city's first high school, working to drop the name of Newmark and having the entire area incorporated as the city of Montebello. On October 19, 1920, the city was incorporated and its name officially changed to Montebello. In honor of Montebello's agricultural roots, the city's official seal contains a red poinsettia in the center. Much of South Montebello was populated by Japanese American farmers who would lose their property during the WW2 internment of U.S. citizens. Many of the displaced residents were unable to return to their homes. Citation Executive Order 1066. The family of N's Flowers can trace their history and participation in the growth of the all-flower industry, largely through their efforts. The Standard Oil Company discovered oil in the Montebello Hills in 1917 on the Baldwin and Temple properties. This discovery changed the face of Montebello. What were formerly hills full of agriculture became oil fields. Eventually, the oil taken from the soil in Montebello would produce 1/8 of the crude oil in California. Over the course of 60 years, the Montebello Hills were filled with producing oil wells. The 2010 United States Census reported that Montebello had a population of 62,500. The population density was 7,464.7 people per square mile, 2,882.1/km2. The racial makeup of Montebello was 33,633, 53.8%. White, 567, 0.9%. African American, 634, 1%. Native American, 6,850, 11%. Asian, 58, 0.1%. Pacific Islander, 18,431, 29.5%, from other races, and 2,327, 3.7%, from two or more races. Hispanic or Latino of any race were 49,578 persons, 79.3%. Non-Hispanic whites were 8.5% of the population. The largest percentage of residents who reside in Montebello are Mexican American. Montebello is the neighboring city just east of East Los Angeles, and is well known for its Mexican American history and culture. Montebello also has a significant Armenian American community. 38.3% of Montebello residents are foreign-born, with 75.6% speaking a language other than English in the home. The census reported that 62,100 people, 99.4% of the population, lived in households. 0.1%, lived in non-institutionalized group quarters, and 361, 0.6%, were institutionalized. There were 19,012 households, out of which 8,168, 43%, had children under the age of 18 living in them. 9,088, 47.8%, were opposite-sex married couples living together. 4,031, 21.2%, had a female householder with no husband present. 1,651, 8.7%, had a male householder with no wife present. There were 1,302, 6.8%, unmarried opposite-sex partnerships, and 134, 0.7%, same-sex married couples or partnerships. 3,350 households, 17.6%, were made up of individuals, and 1,640, 8.6%, had someone living alone who was 65 years of age or older. The average household size was 3.27. There were 14,770 families, 77.7% of all households. The average family size was 3.67. The population was spread out, with 16,142 people, 25.8%, under the age of 18, 6,414 people, 10.3%, aged 18 to 24, 17,567 people, 28.1%, aged 25 to 44, 13,857 people, 22.2%, aged 45 to 64, and 8,520 people, 13.6%, who were 65 years of age or older. The median age was 34.7 years. For every 100 females, there were 93.3 males. For every 100 females age 18 and over, there were 89.5 males. There were 19,768 housing units at an average density of 2,361.0 per square mile, 911.6/km2, of which 8,766, 46.1%, were owner-occupied, and 10,246, 53.9%, were occupied by renters. The homeowner vacancy rate was 0.9%, the rental vacancy rate was 4.1%. 29,095 people, 46.6% of the population, lived in owner-occupied housing units, and 33,005 people, 52.8%, lived in rental housing units. According to the 2010 United States Census, Montebello had a median household income of $47,488, with 15.4% of the population living below the federal poverty line. As of the 2000 census, there were 62,150 people, 18,844 households, and 14,867 families residing in the city. The population density was 7,536.9 people per square mile, 2,908.6/km2. There were 19,416 housing units at an average density of 2,354.6 per square mile, 908.7/km2. The racial makeup of the city was 46.82% white, 0.9% African American, 1.23% Native American, 11.64% Asian, 0.08% Pacific Islander, 33.85% from other races, and 5.48% from two or more races. Hispanic or Latino of any race were 74.57% of the population, some of which are also included in the census of the white population. There were 18,844 households, out of which 40.2% had children under the age of 18 living with them, 51.5% were married couples living together, 20.1% had a female head of household, and 21.1% were unrelated individuals. 17.1% of all households consisted of a single individual, and 8% had persons who were 65 years of age or older living alone. The average household size was 3.28 and the average family size was 3.67. The 2000 census data counted persons as 28.6% under the age of 18, 10.4% from 18 to 24, 30.3% from 25 to 44, 18.2% from 45 to 64, and 12.4% who were 65 years of age or older. The median age was 34.32 years. For every 100 females, there were 92.4 males. For every 100 females age 18 and over, there were 88.3 males. The median income for a household in the city was $38,805, and the median income for a family was $41,257. Males had a median income of $30,423 versus $26,590 for females. The per capita income for the city was $15,125. 16.3% of residents have a bachelor's degree or higher, and 69% of residents have a high school degree. About 14.2% of families and 13.2% of the population were living below the poverty line, including 24.3% of those under age 18 and 10.7% of those age 65 or over. In the California State Legislature, Montebello is in the 32nd Senate District, represented by Democrat Bob Archuleta, and is split between the 58th Assembly District, represented by Democrat Cristina Garcia, and the 49th Assembly District, represented by Democrat Ed Chow. In the United States House of Representatives, Montebello is in California's 38th Congressional District, represented by Democrat Linda Sanchez. Montebello utilizes a city council/city administrator form of government. The city council provides political leadership and policy direction. Montebello's current elected city treasurer is Rafael Gutierrez, and the current elected city clerk is Irma Bernal Barajas. The city administrator works under the direction of the city council and functions as the manager of city employees and the department heads. Montebello has 6 department heads, and some oversee more than one division. Previous Mayor Vanessa Delgado resigned from the Montebello City Council on August 13, 2018, so she could be sworn as a California state senator. The city council is composed of 5 members elected at large by the citizens of Montebello to serve for 4-year overlapping terms. Council meetings are held on the second and fourth Wednesday of each month beginning at 5:30 p.m. at Montebello City Hall, Council Chamber, 1600 West Beverly Boulevard, Montebello, California 90640. The City Council is responsible for appointing residents to several commissions: Civil Service, Culture and Recreation, Golf, Planning, Traffic and Safety, Youth. The Montebello Redevelopment Agency has 3 project areas: Montebello Hills Redevelopment Project Area, Montebello Economic Revitalization Project Area, South Montebello Industrial Redevelopment Project Area. And the Los Angeles County Department of Health Services operates the Whittier Health Center in Whittier, serving Montebello. The United States Postal Service operates the Montebello Post Office at 145 North 5th Street and the Montebello Hills Post Office at 2547 Via Campo. According to the city's 2009 Comprehensive Annual Financial Report, the top employers in the city are: Montebello has its own police department consisting of 74 sworn officers, which includes the chief of police, 2 captains, 5 lieutenants and 10 sergeants. The department also employs 24 civilian personnel organized into 3 divisions: Field Services, Investigative Services, and Support Services. The chief of police is Brad Keller, who started his law enforcement career with Montebello in 1991. Chief Keller is the 10th police chief of Montebello Police Department since 1920. Augmenting the department are a Reserve Officer Corps, a Police Explorer program, a Police Chaplain Corps, and a Civilian Citizens on Patrol program. The department provides a variety of services to citizens, including Neighborhood Watch, the Citizens Academy, and a child seat loan program. The Crime Prevention Bureau provides free security inspections to local businesses and residents. The Montebello Fire Department is divided into 5 divisions: Fire Administration, Operations, Communications, Fire Prevention, and Emergency Preparedness. Fire Chief Dominic A. Bear oversees the Montebello Fire Department. The Fire Administration Division has control over the fire department's functions ranging from the budget to policy and personnel. The Operations Division oversees emergency response teams including emergency medical services, fire and rescue, and special operation groups such as urban search and rescue and water rescue. The Operations Division is composed of response personnel from 3 fire stations, staffing 3 paramedic engine companies, and 1 truck company. The Shift Battalion Chief oversees the activities of the 3 fire stations on their respective shift. The Communications Division oversees communications for all city operations including fire and police dispatch. The Fire Prevention Division oversees fire and safety inspections, including maintenance of fire protection systems and equipment, and fire and building code enforcement for all public buildings, as well as businesses within the city of Montebello. Fire Prevention is also responsible for fire and arson investigation. The Emergency Preparedness Division is responsible for the coordination and training of public safety employees in the event of all major disasters. The Fire Marshal, Kurt Johnson, oversees the Fire Prevention Division in the Emergency Preparedness Division. The city is served by the Montebello Unified School District. MUSD serves the city of Montebello, portions of the cities of Bell Gardens, Commerce, Downey, Rosemead, Pico Rivera, and Monterey Park, as well as the unincorporated community of South San Gabriel, and a part of the unincorporated community of East Los Angeles. The district is one of the largest and most diverse in Los Angeles County, with an enrollment of more than 35,000 K-12 students and 30,000 adults enrolled in adult education. There are 18 elementary schools, 6 intermediate schools, 5 high schools, and 4 adult schools. The 5 high schools are Montebello High School, founded in 1909, Bell Gardens High School, Schur High School, Vale High School, an alternative high school for grades 10 to 12. Applied Technology Center, a $30 million facility opened in the fall of 2011, is a vocational high school with state-of-the-art technical training capable of accommodating up to 750 students. Students wishing to attend ATC are required to apply for admission. Board of Education President Edwin Chow stated that ATC offers students a rigorous academic curriculum and career technical education within a full-day schedule. Montebello Unified has made it their goal to ensure students graduate-ready and college-prepared. The project was paid for with a $98 million measure and bond, which voters passed in November 2004. St. Benedict School, a private parochial grammar school, K-8, is operated on St. Benedict Church property. It opened in September 1941 and was formally dedicated on Pearl Harbor Day, December 7, 1941. Our Lady of Miraculous Medal Parish School. The school first opened in 1954 through the leadership of the Daughters of Charity of St. Vincent de Paul. A private parochial high school, Cantwell Sacred Heart of Mary High School, is also located in Montebello. Originally two separate gender-segregated high schools, they merged in the 1991, the Sacred Heart of Mary campus moving to the Cantwell campus. St. John's Lutheran Church has a kindergarten-age school on a site adjoining the church. The Montebello Parks and Recreation Division provides recreational services for all age groups, from small children to the growing senior citizen community. Their mission statement is, creating community through people, parks and recreation. Grand REA Park is home to the Montebello Barnyard Zoo, pony rides, train rides, and a miniature water park. Also home to the Montebello batting cages, 6 hitting cages, hardball, fast pitch and lob softball machines. www.montebellobattingcages.com. Bicknell Park, where the Montebello Genocide Memorial is located. The oldest park is Montebello City Park, 1300 West Whittier Boulevard, which is now home to Montebello Skateboard Park, located where, in the 1950s, were quiet fish ponds. The skateboard park was opened in 2002. Montebello previously had a skate park between Schur High School and the Montebello Plaza Shopping Center. The Sanchez Adobe Park is home to the Juan Matias Sanchez Adobe, the oldest standing structure in the city of Montebello, built in 1845. Ashiya Park, named for Montebello's sister city in Japan. The park is separated into two sides that are divided by Beverly Boulevard. Henry Acuna Park, named in honor of the only Montebello Police Department officer who lost his or her life while on duty. In Acuna's memory, a marker of honor and tree of life were placed at the entrance of Acuna Park. Reggie Rodriguez Park is named for a Vietnam War hero and is an 11 acres, 4.5 ha, area on which is located the Reggie Rodriguez Community Center, noted for its unique architecture and providing a central location for activities for the youth population in the city as well as a polling station during election periods. Chet Holyfield Park is the city's southernmost park, and home to the Chet Holyfield Branch Library. The name of the library and park honors Congressman Chet Holyfield, 19th District, served 1943 to 1974. Potrero Heights Park is located at the northernmost point in Montebello, near the border with Rosemead. Montebello Municipal Golf Course's history that dates back to 1928, when it was built as an enterprising country club designed by golf course architect Max Baer. The city purchased the course in 1941. The 120-acre, 18-hole public championship course was remodeled for the 1998-99 reopening held on May 7, 1999. The remodel added 3 lakes, new greens, tees, bunkers and cart paths. Montebello Country Club is now recognized as one of the best municipal golf courses in Southern California. A conference center is located on the golf course grounds as the Quiet Cannon banquet room that holds up to 500 people. There is over 30,000 square feet, 2,800 square meters of private event space to accommodate groups of 25 or more guests. Montebello's Municipal Tree Division is responsible for maintaining the city's trees located in the parkways, street medians, parks, and golf course. With an estimated total of 20,000 trees on city property, the Tree Division has been recognized by the National Arbor Day Foundation for the outstanding management of the city's urban forest and has been a continuous recipient of the Tree City USA Award since 1991. Montebello is located 8 miles 13 kilometers east of downtown Los Angeles at the southwestern part of the San Gabriel Valley. The surrounding cities are Monterey Park, South San Gabriel, and Rosemead to the north, Commerce to the south, Pico Rivera to the east, and Los Angeles and East Los Angeles to the west. It is also sometimes considered part of the Gateway Cities, and the city is a member of the Gateway Cities Council of Governments. According to the United States Census Bureau, the city has a total area of 8.4 square meters 90 square feet, of which 8.2 square meters 88 square feet are land and 0.1 square meters 1.1 square feet or 1.32% is water. The city is easily accessible to the Long Beach, I-710, San Gabriel River, I-605, Pomona, SR-60, and Santa Ana, I-5, freeways. Public transportation is provided by the city-owned Montebello bus lines. The service is the sixth largest public transit agency in Los Angeles County with an annual ridership of over 8.2 million. Starting in 1931 with a fleet of 4 buses, the agency now has a fleet of 66 buses, including 5 hybrid gasoline-electric buses, and serves 14 communities. Montebello Link is a transportation shuttle offering curb-to-curb service to and from the Montebello/Commerce Metrolink station. Montebello also operates Montebello Dial-A Taxi, a program offering transportation for senior residents and qualified disabled persons of any age. 15,000 residents utilize this service. Alan Bannister, born in Montebello, was a Major League Baseball player. Richard Cabral, American actor and writer known for his role on the anthology series American Crime, 2015, and his recurring role on the Fox action comedy drama TV series Lethal Weapon, based on the action film series of the same name. Ken Devichan, actor, most notably played the role of Azamat in the movie Borat. John DeQueer, Oscar-winning art director, Montebello High School class of 1936, earned 11 Oscar nominations, winning 3, The King and I, Cleopatra, and Hello, Dolly. Oscar de la Hoya, 10-time boxing world champion and Olympic gold medalist. Rodney Eastman, actor, A Nightmare on Elm Street 3, Dream Warriors and A Nightmare on Elm Street 4, The Dream Master, graduate of Sher High School class of 1985. Deborah Foreman, actress, star of Film Valley Girl as Julie Richmond, born in Montebello. Darlene Hard, tennis player, 2-time U.S. Nationals champion, 1960, 1961, 1960 French champion, Fed Cup champ 1963, won 18 tennis titles in doubles and mixed doubles, born in Montebello and a 1953 graduate of Montebello High School. Ed Hernandez, California State Senator and former State Assembly member. Jade Hernandez, actor, has appeared in several major motion pictures, including playing the lead role in the 2005 horror film Hostel and Cheto Santana/El Diablo and 2016 Suicide Squad. Bobby Knoop, Major League Baseball player and coach, member Los Angeles Angels Hall of Fame, Montebello High School class of 1956. Mickey Klutz, Major League Baseball player, was born in Montebello. Jack Larson, actor, co-star in The Adventures of Superman, Jimmy Olsen, graduated from Montebello High School. Judy Evans Luciano, actress, was born in Montebello, star on Days of Our Lives. Bruce Merrifield, Montebello High School class of 1939, Nobel Prize winner. Max Montoya, born in Montebello, NFL player, 4-time Pro Bowl selection. Sergio Mora, professional boxer, Sher High School class of 1997. Sonamov Sejan. Mirai Nagatsu, born in Montebello, professional figure skater, national champion, and Olympian. Edward James Olmos, actor and director, Montebello High School class of 1964. Ramona Pagel, athlete, held U.S. record in shot put, Pan American Games gold medalist, Sher High School. Joshua Perez, born in Montebello, professional soccer player. Jerry Pym, college basketball coach, Montebello High School class of 1956. Carl Renazeder, off-road racing champion. Jack Russell, born in Montebello, lead vocalist for Great White. Mark Salas, born in Montebello, former MLB player. Hagop Sandaljian, micro-miniature sculptor, lived and worked in Montebello after immigrating from Yerevan, Armenia, then part of the Soviet Union, in 1980. Catherine Sandoval, first Latina Rhodes Scholar, professor of law, California Public Utilities Commissioner. Tom Tellez, track star and coach, Montebello High School class of 1951, Tom Tellez track at Carl Lewis International Complex. Nozach Thing, aka Jason Chung, hip-hop recording artist, is a native of Montebello. Art Torres, politician, Montebello High School class of 1964. Michael Trevino, born in Montebello, actor, best known for his role in The Vampire Diaries as Tyler Lockwood. Eduardo Zoll, television personality, graduate of Sher High School class of 1984. Ashiya, Japan. The city of Montebello has been affiliated with the city of Ashiya, Japan since the inception of the Sister City program in 1961. Student ambassadors are chosen to travel to Ashiya every year. Stepanakert, Nagorno-Karabakh Republic. The city of Montebello has been affiliated with the city of Stepanakert, the capital of the unrecognized Nagorno-Karabakh Republic, Since 2005, when a much controversial move to facilitate the sister city relationship was made by the Armenian National Committee of the San Gabriel Valley and unanimously approved by the City Council,